You checked it again this morning. The inbox, the phone, the number. Whatever it is for you, you checked it. Even though you checked it last night, even though nothing changes between midnight and 7, you checked. The way you rehearse the big request one more time before making it. The way you ask the question again, softer, in case the first time was too loud. Different hands, different doors, same gesture. You were taught that wanting is a kind of reaching. It isn't. Watch the body of it sometime. Wanting stands very still in front of something closed and raps politely, desperately, hopefully, and waits to be let in. Wanting knocks. Affirmations knock. Prayers knock. 5-year plans knock in advance. The bargain offered to the ceiling at 2 a.m. If this works out, I will never ask for anything again that one knocks twice. You've done it. Everyone has. The message reread 5 times before sending, listening for how it will land. The pause after you tell someone the dream out loud, scanning their face for the sound of a bolt sliding back. Knock, knock. Most of a life can go by like this, standing at the same smooth door, working the same tired knuckles, listening. Now, here is the part that should comfort you, and doesn't yet. None of it was wasted. Every knock landed. Every single one. The house you've been knocking on has perfect ears and a long memory. And it has heard everything the loud asks, the ashamed ones, the ones disguised as jokes. And in all this time, it has never once been annoyed. Not by the repetition, not by the hour. The problem was never that nobody's listening. Let that sit somewhere comfortable for a moment. And while it does, come inside, out of the question, and look around. A hallway, warm and quiet. A lamp somewhere you can't quite see, laying its gold along the floorboards. A front door, clean and calm, and on this side of it, polished and waiting. A brass knocker, mounted on the inside. Nobody here finds that strange. And through the windows, dusk, and the city, the infinite one. Every house lit, every door unlocked. And listen, nowhere in the whole city, not on one street of it, the sound of knocking. A city that quiet isn't empty, it's home. So here is everything I'll ask of you today, and it's almost nothing. Catch one knock, just one. The recheck, the re-ask, the little lean toward a closed thing, wherever it shows up. Don't stop it. Don't scold it. Let the knuckles land, and as they do, say silently, "That was a knock." That's all. Once is enough. You are learning to hear the sound you've been making, which leaves the question this episode is really about, and I want you to hold it exactly as it is, without rushing it. Every knock you have ever made was heard. Every single one. So why has no one ever come to the door? Don't answer it tonight. And don't let it frighten you. It isn't what you're afraid of. Nobody is refusing you. Nothing in this city knows how. The answer is closer than the door is, closer than the knuckles, and it can wait, warm, until you're ready. The lights are already on. You've been picturing it wrong, and it's not your fault. Moving in, the address finally changing. You've imagined it arriving like an event, some threshold moment with weather attached. A door swinging wide, light pouring through, a life visibly beginning. But watch anyone who actually lives somewhere. Nobody stands in their own hallway announcing that they live there. Nobody narrates their residency. They hang the coat without looking at the hook. They put the kettle on. Residency has a texture, and the texture is ordinary. That's not the disappointing part of the teaching. That's the teaching. Because you can tell where someone lives instantly, without a word, by how they do small things. A visitor asks where the cups are kept. A resident's hand finds the cup in the dark. The address is never declared. It's handled in the wrist, in the weight, in 100 small motions a day, every one of them quietly saying, either I'm waiting to be let in, or I live here. Try it now. Not tonight now. Touch the nearest surface. The table, the armrest, your own sleeve. Touch it the way a guest touches things. Careful, polite, a little borrowed. Now touch it again the way its owner would. Settled, incurious. Home. 10 seconds. Take them. Notice the room rearrange itself around the second touch. Nothing moved. Everything did. And while your hand is resting there, someone is at a door. Notice where you heard it from. Inside. Keep that. It matters more than it seems, and we'll come back for it. Now, here is what nobody tells you about the ordinary, and it changes the whole flavor of the practice. The ordinary is not the obstacle between you and the address. It's the address's native language. The house doesn't ask you to transcend the dishes. The house speaks fluent dishes. Every small task done as the one who lives here is a sentence in the only language the house has ever used to say, you're here. You made it. You've been here a while, actually. Somewhere in this house, there's a staircase that goes down and turns and keeps going down and arrives without ever once going up back at the landing it left from. Every exit in this place is a lap of the interior. You cannot leave by trying. You can only get more home. And somewhere right now, this evening, a version of you is standing at a kitchen window, drying one cup, slowly, thinking about nothing at all. And the whole city outside the glass is lit like it agrees with them. So here is tonight's practice, and tomorrow's. Tonight, one chore done as the resident, one cup washed, one bed made, one coat hung, slowly, wholly, the way someone does it who has always lived here and always will. Nothing added, no affirmation over the top of it. The chore is the sentence, and through tomorrow, every doorway you pass, let your hand brush the frame as you go. You don't need words. The touch says it for you. Already home. And if the chore feels small or silly or like nothing happened, good. A key doesn't feel like much either. It's still a key. The lights are already on. So, the question. Every knock you have ever made was heard. Every single one. All these years. And no one has ever come to the door. Let's walk it honestly, because you've earned the honest version. What would answering even look like? Footsteps approaching from where exactly? A bolt sliding back between you and what? Hold the question and listen to a knock. Really listen this time. Not to the knuckles, to the sound. The knuckles land on the door, but the sound, the heard thing, the thing you have been waiting all these years to have answered, The sound happens inside the house. It always has. You cannot knock from outside a room the sound is sounding in. Nobody ever came to the door because nobody was outside it. There was no street side to answer from. All that knocking, all those years, it was the sound of you, home, hitting the inside of your own front door. Check it yourself, right now. Don't take my word for anything. Ask for something silently, the old familiar one, the want you know by heart. Go ahead. Now watch where the asking happens. Not out there. There is no out there in this. The wanting rises, sounds, and settles in here. Even the asking is indoors. Even the ache is furniture. You have never once knocked from the street. There has never been a street. And if some part of you still needs to see, go to the door. Go on. Put your eye to the little glass, the peephole, and finally catch whoever's out there. Look, the same hallway from the other side, the same lamp, the same coat on its hook, the same warm floorboards going back and back. The looking never leaves the house because the house is where looking lives. Stay here as long as you like. It's not a trick, it's the view. So the practice, the last one, and the deepest, and you already know how to begin it. Next time you catch yourself mid-knock, mid-check, mid-ask, knuckles raised, stop. Don't finish the knock. Don't scold it either. Just find the room the knock was about to sound in and stay there. 20 seconds. Don't furnish it. Don't name it. Just be what you have been the entire time, the one who was home. And when you open your eyes, remember what the city looks like now. Every door in the infinite city is like this one. Every single one of them opens inward. Every lit window you ever ached at from what you thought was a street interior. All of it. One house, wearing 1,000,000 doors, and every key already yours. It's all one location. There are just many doors. If you want the next door to find you, ring the bell below. The bell is by the door. The lights are already on.